Moving on to long ball number 3 here today. We go from underperforming to the league leaders and impressed again over the weekend. Columbus in the East, Vancouver Whitecaps in the West. I don't think these two teams were necessarily picked, especially Vancouver, picked to be the league leaders at this point, but Columbus seems to go strength to strength. How about those teams? Do you think that these two can lead the way moving forward, or is it a little too early for all that?
I'm actually framing this completely differently, Rob, because
Okay.
I put this on Blue Sky. I told you about this morning. I put this on Blue Sky. What should we talk about today? And Courtney came at me on Blue Sky. Davis Jason is my handle, and just my name's reversed. If you want to follow me, Courtney is a Crew fan, and Courtney said, pick your fighter. So basically, let's imagine you are going into a one-game situation. You have to win. You are defending the honor of Major League Soccer, and you've got to pick the team. You're the boss. You've got to pick a team to represent MLS in the Mortal Kombat tournament of soccer, Rob. Not fighting, playing soccer games. Let's make that clear. Who are you taking? Columbus, Vancouver, or Miami?
It's very difficult to rule against the greatest of all time, who is in that trifecta. Vancouver Whitecaps, very, very strong, but based on it's hard to necessarily pick them over the other ones. And then Columbus, just like I said earlier, they just keep going from strength to strength. They look to be undermanned, continued to win, and then just added a replacement to enhance the quality. So I will go Columbus for pick my fighter, just for
Really? Okay.
if I feel like they have more depth, and there's a couple pieces if they go missing for Miami. I think Miami lives right on the edge of it, the wheels coming off, I think, at times.
Okay. Well, but I mean, we're talking about their best 11. I mean, I guess what we're talking about is what they have available to them now. And these teams are relatively healthy, except for Vancouver, which I'll come to. So I'll talk it out the way that you did. Obviously, Miami has, as you said, the greatest player of all time. They've got a certain know-how about them. They've got a quality. Suarez cannot be missed in terms of what makes Miami so difficult to beat. Columbus has got the best coach in Major League Soccer. That's not a controversial statement.
So is Columbus Scorpion? Vancouver is Sub-Zero, right. And then what is Miami?
Color scheme wise, you're doing this a color scheme thing right now.
And Columbus lures them in. Get over here. Vancouver ices out their opponents. What does Miami do?
Raiden is Miami Raiden? Lightning? Isn't he a lightning guy? Like storms and tormentas? Like that's Miami, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So strike with the lightning ferocity, and they've got big hats. I don't know about the big hats. All right. So again, you've got the best player on the planet, the best player of his generation, the best player of all time. You got the best coach in Major League Soccer with a collection of talent. I'm not looking past Columbus's talents as a factor here, and they're unbeaten in the league for a reason. And then you have Vancouver, who has been doing this, as our man Mike Thomas said, has been doing this amidst the CONCACAF Champions Cup campaign, where they have now knocked off 2 Mexican opponents in 2 different series and back-to-back, and did it without Ryan Gauld, their best attacking player.
Yeah,
I think, and I'm going gut here. I'm not even going rational thinking. I think if we're talking about the best team, I think it might be Columbus. I think if we're talking about a team that you could never count out, it's probably Miami. I'm talking about the team that has the momentum, that has the spirit, that feels like they right now, and they don't have the toughest schedule so far in Major League Soccer, Vancouver. They haven't beaten anybody of real note yet in the league.
Caveat, no?
But I am throwing the Mexican results into this group and into this equation, and I'm picking Vancouver. I'm picking the Canadians. I'm picking Sub-Zero.
Oh, Sub-Zero with the win. So what was your move? Were you the, freeze the guy or shoot the ice at his feet?
No, I was a Scorpion get over here guy. I was that guy most of the time. My Mortal Kombat experience is way less than my Street Fighter 2 experience, because I was a Nintendo family, not a Genesis family. It was the whole thing. Yeah.
So maybe there's a little bit of oil and water, because I grew up a Sega guy. So
I mean, I liked it. We just didn't have one. I had to go to a friend's house to play it, and and then if you don't play it on a regular basis, if you're only playing it like weekend sleepovers or whatever, it's a different relationship to the game.
I was gonna say, was there any Mortal Kombat characters that had like a symbiosis where there was like a brain and then like a big guy getting controlled? Because that could be
No,
related to the best
no,
coach. That actually might be Ninja Turtles. One of the bad
no.
guys had the brain and he controlled the
Yes.
big guy.
Wasn't that like Krang or something? Wasn't it
Yeah, yeah.
Krang?
I'm getting my my '90s mixed up, but yeah. But either
I'm
way,
just glad I got Raiden's powers correct. I think I got Raiden's powers correct in the lightning situation. If we're wrong on any Mortal
no,
Kombat,
no, you're spot on with
okay.
that. And then
Mike
here
says
you go.
LAFC is Johnny Cage. So throw out your MLS teams as Mortal Kombat characters, and we will happily talk about them on this show.
And you know what's really cool? My kid plays Rocket League, and there's a new like Mortal Kombat release, and there's a goal celebration where the Scorpion Get Over Here comes out and like grabs the
Nice.
conceding player, which is pretty cool.
And your kid
So-
has no concept of what that's all about.
We've gone to arcades. He knows Mortal Kombat. He knows Mortal Kombat. His dad, the worst parenting I ever did was beat him 19 times in a row, and that led to quite the tantrum at a public arcade. I'll tell you, he didn't want to lose, but it was 19 in a row. But if you want more of this, support the show. Hit subscribe. Morning Kick Around, creeping towards 2,000 subscribers. Join the fun, join the chat. Everything kind of like the conversation here, the American soccer conversation gets richer with your participation, and you're joining the MK Ultras, and that continues to grow, which is fantastic. You can follow the show on social media at MKickaround on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. You can write us an email, morningkickaround@gmail.com. We've got a couple nice notes on there. Thank you for sending those in. And then we got a couple over the weekend, coffee.com/morningkickaround. We got some followers, some subscribers, and some donations there. So thank you so much for those. That helps tremendously. And it encourages us to keep pushing on and keep doing the show, and your support helps make it sustainable and then move forward towards some growth, right, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. One more comment on this video game thing. Chris says Virtua Fighter was the better game, much like Nutella on toast is superior to peanut butter on toast. Jason, first of all, I'm famous for not liking Nutella. I think it's too much.
Hey, we get along on that one, and never did it. Never can do Nutella.
I am okay with peanut butter, but I don't do peanut butter on toast. But I would say that Virtua Fighter, you want to claim that? That's fine. I was also a Tekken guy, so Tekken was my game.